Hi. As I think I said in an earlier video, last year I went to Seoul, Korea. One of my clients and friends was working out there, and no, going to school out there actually, and asked me if I wanted to come out, one for a Zen Buddhist Enlightenment course, which didn't happen, so I didn't get to take it, which I'm looking forward to taking this year. I talked to one of the participants via Facebook, I guess, and she asked when I would be coming out, so we're going to see if we can set something up in Korea for the end of this year, late fall, winter, or something like that. But while I was there, I was invited to speak to the University of Korea Dental Department, and I happened to mention amalgam fillings, and my opinion is that amalgam fillings are dangerous and that they should be avoided. And the president, the head of the university, said they're controversial. And I said, no, they're not controversial. They leach mercury into the system. Every time you chew your food, it puts mercury into the system, and mercury is a highly toxic metal. That years ago there was a disease called Mad Hatter's disease, and it was from people who literally made hats. No, it isn't the Mad Hatter from Alice in Wonderland, y'all. It's in order to bind the felt together in the hat, they had to use quicksilver or mercury, and they used their hands to press it together, and the mercury was so toxic it would be absorbed through their skin, and they would go mad, they would go nuts. And it was a disease, and people knew about it. It was a clinical, and then somebody thought, well, it's a good idea, let's put metal in your mouth, so that every time you chew and the acids hit it, the salivary acids hit it, the digestive acids, enzymes hit it, you're going to be having a mercury drip. What somebody was thinking, I'm not sure. There's a lot of things that people do that I question. If you have amalgam fillings, I recommend you take them out. Before you take them out, make sure that you have do a real good detox. In America, there's a company called BioRay that has real good detox products that you can take, and then make sure you've got a good dentist, one that protects you and himself. If your dentist is going to do a good job at it, you'll know they'll come in, they'll look like they're from outer space, because they'll be protected with gloves and vaporizers, because they know how toxic mercury is to the system. If you have had mercury and you've had children, then your children are probably have some metal toxicity in their system as well, because mercury transfers across the placental barrier and causes toxicity in kids. And there's quite a range of symptoms that they get from that. There are alternatives out there, especially nowadays. There are epoxies that you can, they use ultraviolet light, and they last as long as amalgams, and they're not toxic. They don't cause a mercury drip. I know people say, well, if you eat tuna you get mercury. That's true, but that's like saying, because I live in a polluted city, I should smoke cigarettes. Because it's already polluted, I might as well pollute it more. Stop. Just take the mercury out, or stop putting them in.